Hey guys, we're back. We're going to talk about vintage versus modern again. I did a video on this subject about a year ago, a little over a year ago. I think it was in January. I'll pop the image up somewhere here. And at the time, vintage cards were worth a lot less. Okay, so a lot has happened in this market, so let's talk about it. Back in that video, I used a Moonbryon 10 and I compared it to a Gold Star Mewtwo 9. And at the time, the Moonbryon was doing higher numbers than the Gold Star Mewtwo. Fast forward, a year and some months later, today, called it, everything's completely changed. With the values on the vintage side, I think we've actually been a little bit undervalued compared to what we're seeing in modern. Everything went crazy. It went more crazy than I thought it would. That being said, there are some things going on that I think need to be talked about with shilling, eBay, auction houses there, low pop, grails. People are calling grails now. First off, modern is still doing great. You've got like the Charizard EX doing almost 3,000. You've got the Mega Gengar doing like 3,100. Modern remains to be very strong. I actually have one of my favorite modern cards right here. It's my little mic because this card is sick. Vintage is going crazy. Some of it might not be real numbers, and we'll get to that. So let's just say we have a really low pop. Let's say pop 10, PSA 10, reverse stamp, something no one cares about, like Magnemite. Sure, there's Magnemite collectors, but it's not a popular Pokemon, right? What I see happening right now is you have your Magnemite, you have your friend, okay? Last sales on this card, $1,000 from like a year ago, 2 years ago, because it doesn't sell much. There's not many of them. It's a Magnemite, right? Well, if I take that Magnemite and I take it to eBay, I put it on auction, okay? I have my friend bid it up to, let's say, $8,000. Have a shilling account, whatever, to get it up to that $8,000 mark. And then he actually pays for it. Here's where it gets spicy. He actually pays for it and he buys the slab. I pay him the money that he paid for it. And then your auction house is like 7% fees. They're going to pay me that $8,000 minus 7%, right? I'm eating the 7% fee, but I'm gaining $7,000 in equity on the slab that I can now show a proven sold listing that it's worth that much. I see a lot of it happening now. It's funny because all these like low pop grails are slabs nobody wanted. Still nobody wants them. I think it's a lot of FOMO if you do want them. They're just not worth what people are asking for now. And we've gotten to a point now where it's just insane. Like, I see all of these people selling their grails, Magnemite, Sunkern, whatever, and they're claiming that they're worth, $15,000 because it's low pop. That's not really how a price is met. Like, if there's no demand for this card, is it worth that? Probably not. Especially with the shady stuff going on with the eBay auction houses right now. I don't want to get too specific, but that's what's happening. I've seen it and heard of it happening at a Collecticon myself in person. There's also been instances of people, listing their slab for sale on eBay to where it ends on like a Monday post Collecticon, bid it up with no intentions of paying. That way they can justify their sticker price. So they can be like, oh, well, there's an auction that's at $3,000 right now and it ends in 2 days. And my sticker's like $3,200. Last sold's like $2,500. No intentions of actually paying for it. You kind of get people in the mindset that it's worth that much money when it's not going to get paid for. So a lot of sketchy stuff going on in the hobby right now, especially with people that have a lot of money to just toy around with. That being said, just be careful. Spend your money wisely. Don't get caught up in the current hype train is all I'm going to say on that. Next topic, moving through the rest of the year. I see modern still doing really well. A lot of the sets are really cool. The artworks are crazy. Yes, they are expensive in tens. Wait, I usually try to stay a set or two behind just so that prices can level out. And, I think vintage is still going to do insane as well. Some cards are deserved of their prices. Don't get me wrong. It's not every vintage card being shielded to the moon and not worth the money. I think people are finally realizing that there's not a lot of it, and some of it does have a lot of demand, so that's why you get this high price. Some things are very sketchy to to have right now, and I would urge you to be very cautious about buying these weird low pop grails that are very overvalued right now. I just think they're bricks. I'll just straight up say it. I think they're bricks. No one wants them. But, enjoy what you enjoy. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money or what to do with the hobby that you like. So, sealed market's doing great. 151 is insane. I think we're pushing $190 a bundle right now. Pretty crazy time for modern sealed. We have Paldean Fates doing crazy good numbers. Evolving Skies still around that mid 2,000, low 3,000 range of box. I don't see that stopping. Many people regard that set as like the goated set of Sword and Shield. And Sword and Shield era is like the golden era of modern too, so I don't see that stopping either. 151 out of print. You had so many chances to get it. If you don't have it, I don't know how you don't have it. It was at Target, Walmart, all over eBay. Even if you paid the scalper prices back then, I mean, people were getting the Blooming Waters boxes from Costco for like, I don't know, $80, $100, and then we're selling them on Facebook everywhere for like $150, $180, and now they're like $300. So not paying the price back then really costs you some money now. So if you were looking to hold on to some of those boxes, your floor is now $300. So modern is moderning. And I don't see that getting any better either. Pokemon just doesn't seem to print enough for demand, and I don't think they want to. It's kind of beneficial for them not to, because there needs to be like a tad bit of scarcity, because people just like that, right? Modern's crazy. Just buy it. If you hoard it, it'll go up. I mean, what box hasn't gone up that's a couple years old? I don't think you can find a single one. So I get flamed a little bit for recommending people hoard sealed, which, I mean, here's all my sealed. I love sealed product. Just do it if you're looking to have a little nest egg, It's not a bad move at all. I took a pretty good break, but since probably before October, I think. Got married. Went to Japan. Japan was awesome. We did a vlog for Japan. I think that was our most recent video we posted. I kind of wanted to wait out the market, because at the time, back in October, things were insane, right? I mean, prices were so sky high that I didn't feel comfortable re-entering a market at that point. Now that months and months have gone by, I can kind of see the patterns, and I'm ready to re-enter the space with caution, mostly dealing more now in raw cards. I've found a love for raw cards again. Something about just being able to touch the card and, not pay the ridiculous prices for the slabs nowadays is nice. And it's nice to display. You get a big binder, you can put them all together, they look nice, they store better. So I've been on the raw card side of the hobby now, and I've loved it. Other than that, I think that kind of wraps up all the talking points for today. Don't get scammed on bricks that are overpriced. Buy modern sealed and hold on to it if you want a nest egg. I'm coming back with more videos and more shows. So things are good. But yeah, space is doing great. The hobby's doing great. Other than that, I've got some CCS Atlanta shows booked out for the rest of the year. So we're locked in for Atlanta for the entire year. So come by and see me in Atlanta. That'll be fun. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.